name's Danny Wallace and I am the Queen Bee. I grew up on the council estates of Preston and I was furious when I found out that the Queen was born the Queen. So I set about creating the I am the Queen Bee movement to help more people show up, rise up and rise up and reclaim their birthright to success. There's this quote that goes, aerodynamically bees should not be able to fly, their little wings shouldn't get their fat little bodies off the ground, and bees don't care what humans think is impossible, bees fly anyway. And so I wanted to create a space and community where we could do what bees do when they're building something new and festoon and link arms and help each other.
I need to get to know this woman. I need it in my life.
Who is this woman? I need a piece of that.
As a survivor of domestic abuse and homelessness and clawing my way back up from rock bottom, I wanted to be able to put my hand behind me and say, come with me, you don't have to struggle.
I had a dream of something that I wanted to do, and Danny, she got me there.
You're just me!
How the bloody hell did I get here?
Often as business owners, we hide behind our businesses. But as the saying goes, closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not speaking about your business, who's going to know about it? If you're not speaking about your mission and how you can help people, how are you going to help the people you want to help?
I just made a wish come true.
A speaker coach is somebody who's going to be the hands at your back.
Wow, Danny made a wish come true. She helped me get there.
I'm buzzing.
It's life-changing. What an amazing journey. Oh my goodness me, I loved it. Oh, I loved it.
We actively encourage people to be themselves because that's the most magnetic thing about you. What people gain when they participate and be inspired is that spark of belief in themselves that creates a furnace, that creates a bonfire, that creates an inferno.
Wow. It has been nothing short of life-changing.
It doesn't stop there. Community creates bonds and friendships that are absolutely forged for life. It really does become so much more than speaking.
How you feeling?
It felt like I'd picked up to this really enormous thing. That was awesome. Epic. Phenomenal. It was a bit more intense than I thought it was going to be.
Exhilarating.
Went fast.
It felt amazing.
Exhausted.
Thinking at all about wanting to stand on a stage yourself or running a workshop, get in touch with Danny, you will not regret it.
You want somebody like that in your corner.
It was brilliant, the atmosphere was set, the stage was set, and it was special.
The Be Inspired Mastermind is for anybody who is ready to take the leap to the next step in their business. You can get in touch with me by following me across the socials at the Queen Bee Danny, or you can head on to my website where you can learn more about the incredible things that you do as part of IATQB. It's www.iamthequeenbee.co.uk. That's peace. Are you there? My screen is frozen. I've just got a picture of me laughing on the screen. I can't see myself. I've just had to remove myself and pop myself back in. Are you here? Let me know. Good morning, everybody. For anybody, you can't hear me. Oh, no. You can't hear me. Can you hear me? Is StreamYard not playing this morning? You can hear me now. Oh, right. Brilliant. Perfect. Good morning, everybody. This is not, for anybody that is in the boot camp in the IATQB Hive, this is not... I don't know what happened then. StreamYard was not playing the game. This is not your training or your tasks. I very specifically not streamed the show into the IATQB Hive this morning because it's very busy in there at the moment, and I don't want to confuse anybody. But for anybody not participating in the BEE Heard Bootcamp, there's still a show. We still remain consistent. Good morning, Ivy Hope.
The thing that I was playing with, it can't work.
Can it not? Daddy will come down and fix it. We are in half term and we are enjoying it. We are having a great time, aren't we, Wallace?
I love half term.
He loves half term. Loves half term when we're working. If we were clever, what we should have done is taken time off so that we could have had maybe a holiday or do what normal people do. Oh, sure. We should have put me in boarding school. Be quiet. Is Ivy feeling better? Yes, she is feeling much better. Thank you. If anybody doesn't know, Ivy is my youngest daughter. She's just 6. And she's got the pox. She's got the chicken pox. which means that to the tail end of last week of the weekend, she was feeling pretty rough, bless her. She's just got the spots now. She's absolutely fine. She's bounced back, which is brilliant. And I went to the B&M's and shopped up on crafts is what I did. I cleared them out of crepe paper. I cleared them out. Did I confuse you not being in the hive? Yeah, I'm not. It's too busy in there at the minute. At the moment, we've got hundreds of people that are participating in the BEE Heard Bootcamp. It is incredible. So yesterday at 10:30, I shared the first of our 4 trainings, sharing with people how to get speaking about their business. And the first task is all about the inward stuff. So when anybody works with me from a speaking professional capacity, we've got to go inwards to go out. So a lot of what stops people from going live or speaking about the business is fear. So we've got to understand, where does the fear come from, and start to address that, and add some rationality around it, and add like a plan to kind of get through it in order for us to show up more consistently, in order for us to stop self-sabotaging where that's concerned. If glossophobia, the fear of public speaking, is the number one fear in the Western world, how do we get over it, right? So we've got to identify what our specific fears are. I'm working on my day 1 still. If you are in the bootcamp, you only have 50 minutes to be in with a chance of winning those prizes. All right. So day 1ers, you still have time. Go to the accountability task, leave a comment on the training, go and do the task. It won't take you an hour. It doesn't take that long. It is a cathartic process. Yes, it is. Of course it is. But today we roll our sleeves up and we get things done. We start to speak about our business from today. By then, Ginny's saying, it'll take you 5 minutes. It'll take you 5 minutes. And you could spend longer on the task if you want. You don't have to overthink it. For anybody that's thinking, what on earth are you talking about? Can you hear Wallace brushing his teeth in the background? He's waited until I've pressed go live to do all of the noisy. Are you quite happy with yourself, Wallace? I don't know if you can hear it. All I can hear is his bloody electric toothbrush. I'm so bloody glad I got up early and didn't deadline dance as normal. And I can see like people that have done the challenge again and again and the boot camp again and again. I know who my deadline dancers are, and it's fine. Done is better than perfect where this is concerned. We're only just scraping the surface. So I am all fresh faced and ready to go at 10:30 for our training. But you know me, got to put my face on, Anta. I'm going for a glam boot camp look this morning, my angels. We're hitting out the red lipstick on challenge week. For anybody that wants to know why am I putting my makeup on a live, it is because this is how I began building my audience in the first instance. So what I would do is I was a singer. I am a singer, I'm a performer by trade. And one of the things that I hated doing when I was on the road was playing the game of dressing room roulette. And dressing room roulette is apologies if you are just listening along on the podcast on Spotify or wherever. I'm just rubbing primer into my face, which means I'm covering my mouth. So if my voice is distorted, that's why. It's because I'm doing that. So I didn't like the fact that I was playing He Wants to Be Heard Too. Tammy, he just wants to be an annoyance is what he wants to do. He wants to try and throw me off my groove is what he wants to do. And he's doing a very good job of it. So I didn't want to play dressing room roulette. And dressing room roulette would mean that I would drive up to the venue that I would be performing at and I would need to get ready, right? So I would be given a dressing room. Very rarely would I be given a dressing room. I would be given a toilet. I would be given a broom cupboard. I would be given a beer cellar. I would be given the landlord's living room. Like it was just, it's one of the worst things, I think. That and drunk people is one of the worst things about being a performer in the evening. Paul Wallace, you always pick on him because he's a pain in the backside. I always pick on him. And he's like standing there brushing his teeth, looking at me because he knows exactly what he's doing. I'm picking on him because he's picking on me is what he's doing. So I would instead arrive in my costume because I didn't want to get changed in places that I didn't know. It didn't feel safe. But I would put my makeup on in the car. Now, putting my makeup on in the car outside of a venue might not be very safe. So a way to keep myself safe was I put my phone on the dashboard and I would talk to people whilst I was putting my makeup on, much like this. Then at the start of the pandemic, I realized that it was going to be very, very easy for somebody like me to spend the lockdown in bed. Is to sleep in later and later, to not be productive. I needed to be productive in some way, shape, or form. I didn't really know how. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get ready for the work day in the presence of company. In the presence of my friends. Now, I was already building an audience via doing this, right? I was already talking to people about personal development, about the things I was getting up to, about the stuff that I was planning, and people were relatively invested, which was brilliant. But I took that kind of to the next level when it came to the lockdown, and I created the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show. So I thought if I, during the lockdown, hang on a minute, I'm putting my foundation on. During the lockdown, if the propensity for me would be that I would lay in, I better not. I better get up. I always show up better when I have to show up for somebody else other than myself. It's one of those, isn't it? We always kind of, if you're fixing the shoes, you always fix your shoes last. It's one of those. But you're not allowed shit shoes when you're in business. You're not allowed. You've got to walk the walk as well as talk the talk, which is what I did. I created the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show. So I would go live every single Monday to Friday during lockdown at 8 a.m. to get up for work, to get myself prepared, to talk myself into the day. And very quickly, I thought, well, do you know what? This is going to get really boring. Really quickly, me just putting my makeup on and talking to people. Why don't I start interviewing people? So then I would interview somebody different 5 days a week at 8 o'clock in the morning, 5 days a week. And then once lockdown was over, we moved that to 9:30 in the morning. And what I found was that was a piece of work all on its own. It was a huge piece. It was a huge undertaking, considering that it wasn't something that was sponsored. It wasn't something that was income generating. It was a lot of work. So we decided instead we'd move the show to 3 days a week. And we would have the concept of showing up, wising up, and rising up. So on a Monday, we'd set our intentions together. On a Wednesday, we'd wise up together. And on a Friday, we would celebrate all of our successes for the week, right? And on Friday, we're going to have much to celebrate. Good Friday is going to be the best Friday, actually. For anybody that's not participating in the BE Heard Bootcamp, but still wants to come and hang with us, I love a happening. You know I love a happening. And on Friday at 7:30, I'm going to be premiering the brand new IATQB and Be Inspired show reel, the brand new video. So you know the one that I play at the beginning here sometimes that isn't sort of show related when we're not in the run up to the event or what have you. We've got a brand new one and it is off the chain. It is so good. I just said off the chain. So good. Well, he's just walking. He just walked past me shaking his head. He's ashamed of me. So the brand new show reel is amazing. It's just gone back for the final edits before I share it in this premiere on Friday. But as part of that on Friday as well, I'm going to be doing a free masterclass. So if you want to come and hang with us on Friday, I'm going to be streaming across the platforms. On the Queen Bee Danny page on Facebook, in the Hive, out here on my personal profile, over on LinkedIn. I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 tips on how to have the X factor when you are speaking about your business or when indeed you're live streaming, how to have the X factor, how to stand out amongst the crowd. So there's still learning and training and all sorts of really cool stuff. You don't have to sign up to be a part of the masterclass. Just come along and watch the premiere. I'm going to be announcing the winners of the competition that I've been running this week for the completion task and community engagement tasks for the IATQB Hive. There's lots going on this Friday at 7:30. So please do get amongst it. You don't have to be a part of the boot camp in order to come and watch the masterclass and the premiere. I love it. It will premiere. Last time I did the premiere for the previous video, I kind of got all gold going on up here. I put the gold balls from the stage behind me. We had like pops some Prosecco and dressed up as Wonder Woman and did all sorts of crazy stuff. So it's always worth just tuning in to see what the hell I'm up to next. But I'll be sharing with you what we're up to next. Your show reels are always emotional, uplifting at the same time. Wait till you see this one. This one is next. You will see, everybody who's been watching what I've been doing, you will see through this, if you missed Be Inspired, you will see through this just how much we have leveled up everything that we do. Everything. You know that my growth game is strong, but very rarely, I think, You get an opportunity to see it unless you're on the inside. So, of course, if you're a client of mine, you'll see the quality of what it is that we offer. You'll see the quality of the team that looks after you. You'll see, the quality of the training. You'll see the quality of what it is that we deliver off of the back of everything that we promise. We make a point of over delivering. How can you see what you're doing with your makeup? I'm looking in the mirror. So StreamYard shows me, looking at myself in reverse. I'm doing my makeup in reverse, which is no mean feat in and of itself, something that I've definitely learned how to do over the past 2 years, which incidentally, me saying that out loud has just made me realize the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show is 2 years old. What the fuck? 2 years old, you guys. Oh my God. It's 2 years old. We've been going for 2 years. Who's been watching the show for 2 years? You crazy cats. I love it. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us. We've been doing a lot of showing up, wising up, and rising up. It is beautiful to see so many of your businesses and your personal development and where it was then and where it is now. It's amazing. It has been known, Christine, that I have done my makeup blind. I am able to do. I prefer not to do my makeup blind. If anybody's wondering what I'm using so far, I can do a product share. So this is the primer. I shout about this whenever I can. It's the best primer I've ever come across. It's called the Marshmallow Primer from NYX, and it's dead good. Today's foundation, I've not put any concealer on because I'm feeling pretty fresh-faced. Protect and Perfect Intense. So this has got skincare in it as well from the Boots number 7 all-in-one foundation. So it's only medium coverage because sometimes I like to, because of the stage crafter in me, I like to put makeup on and make sure the makeup is on, you know what I mean? And sometimes I like to look a little bit more natural. So it's nice. It's nice coverage for those that like a little bit more of a natural cover. You get all sorts when you hang out with me. Makeup tips, product recommendations, interviews with awesome people, training. God, it's like a Pandora's box of awesome. And you are most welcome. Let me know if you are watching along. Who's new to the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show? Is anyone confused thinking that this is the training? It is not. I can't say this enough times. You'll know if it's a bootcamp training because it will say here in this corner, BE Heard Bootcamp. It is definitely not. There are no tasks being set today. This is just a hangout. I love some of your words when I said, I love when you said my growth game is strong. It is strong. I've got a good growth game. Not quite 2 years, but about 1.5 years. I didn't have a business when I first started following you. I just wanted to keep watching. And you do. And you did. And Amy, you're such an integral member of this community now. To see you growing your business and to see you investing in yourself and to see you working with people, including myself. You've been through the BE Heard process, which is my standard program. It's been beautiful to see your growth and to see you welcomed into the community. And, I remember your fears right at the beginning. Would I be accepted? And the answer is absolutely hell yes. How can you not be accepted when you are such a gorgeous human? How can you not? And you are a testament to somebody who shows up and has therefore created a little following of their own. Like you came to Be Inspired and it was like, oh my God, it's the Amy Blaney. Can you believe it? Famous by proxy, famous for showing up and being supportive. What an incredible reason to be known, right? And then taking that reason to be known and creating a monetized commodity. Like what? That's how to do it. That's how we do it. So I'm trying not to refer too much to the bootcamp or the contents of the bootcamp because I want to speak specifically to the bootcampers about yesterday's experience. But what I can tell you is that it was amazing. It was emotional. It's been emotional. If anybody's just catching up just now, this is not your training. This is a very short Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show. Whilst I put my makeup on, ready for the training at 10:30. It has been emotional. There is still time to complete the tasks. If you want to go and complete the task, go into the IATQB Hive. You've got 40 minutes. You've got 38 minutes to complete the task and be in with a chance of winning those prizes. Those prizes are tickets to the online version of Be Inspired, which is at a bigger, better venue this time. VIP tickets in the room. There's varsity jackets up for grabs, IATQB merch, IATQB books, and also a VIP strategy day with me that could take place anywhere in the world, from New York to Wigan and anywhere in between, which is really, really exciting. So wherever I am in the world, when your strategy session is booked, we will fly you there. We will have a fantastic day of strategy. We will wine you and dine you. And we will also create an incredible plan for the visibility of your business, for the strategy that you've got going on with your business. I can't believe it's not even been a year for me. So much growth already. Yes, it is. Carla Wiggins feels so positive today. I love it. I love it. Congratulations to everybody that's taking part. If you're not, don't worry. Normal service will resume, not next week, but the week after. Because at the end of this week, we're going to be opening the doors officially to all of my course programs. So if any of you have been interested in working with me, now is your time. I only open the doors twice a year. And things are going to change very, very much at the end of this year. So this year is the last time that you can get all of these offerings as they stand. So now is a really, really good time to get involved. We've already got people that have got in touch and gone, Danny, I want a space on the next Be Inspired cohort. Can I get in? The answer is yeah, of course you can. Come give me a shout. But we open the doors officially at the end of this week. It's very exciting. So keep your peepers peeled for that. What else do I have to tell you this morning? I have to tell you that I need to do my eyebrows. I have to tell me that I need to do my eyebrows. I just realised then that they're looking very sparse in comparison to the rest of my face. And I haven't put my red lipstick on yet. So I want to know from you, how are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you working towards your goals? What are your goals? What are you working on at the moment? Please tell me. In the yes, I did just lick my brush, by the way, if anyone's asking. What are your intentions? What are you working on at the moment? What is it that you do? There's loads of you that are new that are watching along. Like, tell us what you do. Who have we got new in our community? Who are our brand new resources and experts in their field? Tell us what it is that you do. Let us learn from each other. Pop what you do in the comments. We've got some fantastic experts here. And I'm so proud of you all. Tell us what it is that you do whilst I put my eyebrows on. I do feel sorry sometimes for anybody that's watching this. This isn't the actual, how do I say this? We stream the audio from the show at Wise Up, Rise Up show onto all of the streaming platforms. So you can download this as a podcast. You can download all of our episodes as a podcast. And you can listen to us in the car. But I feel sorry sometimes for those people because I'm sometimes putting my makeup on, sometimes, I don't know, doing a jig, sometimes doing all sorts of things. It's hard to see. It's hard to kind of put into context. Like, what is it that you're doing? I'm actually putting my mascara on for anybody that's interested. Right, so from mascara to lipstick, we need a little bit of red lipstick going on, and we also need a winged eyeliner. So I have, this is one of my favorites. It's a proper staple, and a proper staple from like the late 90s. It's the Rimmel Exaggerate liquid eyeliner. Amy Blaney is giving her group an overhaul, making way for Chakra Khan and with the Amy Blaney. It's all about waking up your chakras and grounding them with the power of music. Oh, I love it. Gemma Havani, hello, darling. I run the biggest energy support advice nonprofit community. I have a community of 45,000 members. We champion the people every day. Yes, Gemma, I love it. I love it. And people need that right now, right? Carla Wiggins, currently working on the design of quite a dull business report. Can't wait till it's done so I can get back to drawing doggies. I love it. Carla, here's the thing. We've got to do some of the boring stuff in order to get to the good stuff, right? And some of us are in that position in growth where we might not have a team. So we've got to do all the bits that are outside of our zone of genius, which is not the one. But the time does come, if you, with consistency, with strategy, with a plan, where you can get those teams in, pass over those things that are outside of the zones of genius. And I cannot tell you the relief when you get there. Like when I handed over sort of my, I didn't hand over my finances, but the finance reporting to my incredible ops manager and the finance team. What a relief that was. It took away all the fear as well, because I had professionals actually looking at it. Oh, you're welcome, Gemma. Welcome to the IATQB community as well. If you're not over in the IATQB Hive, come on over. We need to know about what it is that you do. Today's planning community growth so I can help more people. Tammy Green saying business catch up with Nikki James today. Oh, she's an absolute belter, and I'm having a birthday week. Happy birthday to you. Let me just see as quick as I can put this eyeliner on. Because it is a liquid eyeliner, it's very difficult to talk and put it on at the same time. Look, I've gone thick. Not in the sense that I am now not intelligent. I remain intelligent even though I've got thick eyeliner on. Which for anybody who enjoys wearing makeup and is still an intelligent person, because the two aren't mutually exclusive, it's not even a metaphor, it's just a real thing, isn't it? I'm putting makeup on and I'm still an intelligent person. In your face, patriarchy. So yeah, we gone dramatic on the eyeliner this morning. I'm going to catch it up with some dramatic lipsticks, so don't worry. Chrissy Rose, you can really see weight loss now. Yeah, I know. For anybody that doesn't know, I actually had weight loss surgery. Just, well, the week after Christmas, just a couple of days after Christmas. For anybody that kind of wants to know about that, go back in previous Show Wise at Rise Up shows. I explain kind of my reasoning behind it, and not that anyone has to have a reason to do these things. There's also been some really recent press coverage around the things that I did, because I went and got a body cast done and a boudoir shoot and all of that sort of stuff before I had weight loss surgery, to celebrate my body and the journey that it's been on to get me here. Which has been picked up by the press. I was in April's chat monthly special. And there's a few other sort of press outlets that have shown an interest in what it is that I'm doing and the statements that I'm making. So as part of Be Inspired, I, not to give too much away, but I derobed on stage and actually shared the story of why I did what I did, what it means to have done what I've done in the way that I've done it, especially when I take up space from a you are enough perspective, all of that sort of stuff. It was really cathartic, but I did it on stage. Was the cast that I had made, and I showed the boudoir shoot, and I was talking about you know, how I felt about my body and all of that sort of stuff. And it was an incredible piece, really. It was very emotional with lots of tears. I mean, out of context, it sounds a bit strange, but I sang to the bust of my former self. A very emotional song. It sounds weird when I say that out loud. It was a moment. It was definitely a moment. It was really cool. Amy, Chrissy Rose, did you see Danny's talk about being inspired? It was mind-blowing in the way in which it was delivered, so vulnerable and authentically beautiful. Would love to join your community. Thank you, Gemma. You're more than welcome. If you go to Facebook, search IATQB Hive. This is for anybody that's watching along that isn't in the IATQB Hive, by the way. It stands for I Am the Queen Bee. And in that community, this week, we're doing lots of training and tasks specifically centered around speaking. But as a general sort of week to week, how we behave in there, 2 things. 1, share your challenges. 2, share your successes. And we cheerlead you, and we are there to support you with the things that you struggle with. So that is what the community is all about. That's it. I say that's it. It makes it very, very powerful, because it means that everybody's got everybody's back. We know what everybody does. It means that if you need help in a particular space, then we can tag the people that are in the hive so that they can help, right? So it's a great networking space, completely free to get involved. Ordinarily, I would put lip liner on, but I found that this particular lipstick, which is a Rimmel Alarm shade 170, just stays. Hang on. I'm doing lipstick for those just listening. Oh, I love a red lip. I love a red lip and a winged line. I do indeed. And so the metamorphosis is occurring in that I've got very heavy 40s makeup on right now. And then I'm going to change into my bootcamp uniform. So I'll be putting my combat fatigues on, ready to go and put people through their paces with regards to the BE Heard Bootcamp. So today is all about getting speaking. So we've gone from doing the inner work yesterday, and we're going to move on to what I like to call structures from which to deviate. More about that in the IATQB Hive a little bit later on. But yeah, having structures to speak to is really, really helpful. Super glam. I'm feeling super glam. I'm feeling fly. So favor to ask this morning. If anybody doesn't follow me already over on Instagram, please will you go and give us a cheeky little follow at the Queen Bee Danny. We're doing lots of work over there at the moment to share I've just cut off my audio jack, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not anymore. Just let me know if you can hear me. I can't hear myself. So I wonder if you guys can hear me. Just give us a little cheeky yes in the comments if you can still hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't see that the microphone is working. So I'm going to wait. We can hear you. Perfect. I'll carry on talking then. It's just really weird that I can't hear myself anymore. If you need to thrive, get in the hive. Oh, I love it. What was I saying then? Oh, asking you to help me. So casually, make sure you get over to the IATQB hive is the first one. Secondly, we are now over 2,000 members. By the way, I generally kept the community quite small. I regularly sort of tell people about it, come and join it. But we kind of keep the hive relatively small at this particular point in time until we grow into different directions. So it doesn't get too overwhelming in there, which is brilliant. Good morning, Nikki Matiazik. How are you watching over on LinkedIn? But if you don't already, go follow me over on Instagram. So Instagram, we're doing a lot of work over there to provide more value, so more consumable value, which is a bit difficult to do here on Facebook. So we've got the show here on Facebook, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We've got the IATQB Hive here on Facebook. Over on LinkedIn, we've got regular newsletters that go out and regular, more corporate-based content. And then on Instagram, we have a bit of a mixture of all sorts. And I'm really enjoying hanging out over there. So lots of behind-the-scenes stuff in stories, lots of sharing, what you guys are sharing. It gives me an opportunity to raise people up and raise my clients up and tell you more about my clients, and also gives you some more kind of visceral speaky type tips. So I've now entered into the realms of TikTok and Reels. So I'm going to be sharing top tips via Reels. In fact, if you are a part of the bootcamp today, it's really good that you follow me over on Instagram so that I can show you what I mean when I set you the task today. So make sure you are, if you aren't already, it's at the Queen Bee Danny. I will actually start a follow train over in the hive today because there's so many of you that are brand spanking new. It would be really great if we could follow each other and widen our community, not just here on Facebook, but out in the wider social media world as well. So the IATQB becomes a veritable swarm. It is a movement. The idea behind the movement is that we do what bees do. We link arms, we festoon, and we show each other where and how to grow. What's great about the community is we've got people that are just starting out in business and people that are really well seasoned in business. There's no discrimination between the two, because when you're well seasoned, you've been in business for a long time, it's great to go and get your energy from the people that are new. And for the people that are new, it's great to, share sharing the wisdom of the people that have been in business longer. And no one is really selfish with the things that they know, which is absolutely great. It's what we want, right? We want to help each other, and we all do well when we all do well. Right, my darlings, that is it for the Short Wise Up Rise Up show this morning. My face is done, ready to get changed into my army combat fatigues, ready to put people through their paces with the next task on day 2 of the boot camp. You have got, if you are a boot camper, 24 minutes to complete task 1 to be in with a chance. All you deadline dancers, last minute Larrys and Leannes, get yourselves over to the IATQB Hive. Have a look at the pinned post at the top. It will share with you what the task is. The prizes are Community Engagement Champion, which is a hotel chocolat hamper. We have got third prize, online Bee Inspired tickets plus IATQB books, Cosmos Don't Get Fed and I Am the Queen Bee, my book on self-sabotage, which is available on Amazon. Really cheap, by the way, at the minute. It's like £3 and odds. So if you haven't already bought my book, do go over to Amazon, search I Am the Queen Bee. They've got it on a massive discount at the minute, which is just ace. And it's also available on Audible. If you've got Audible credits, use one of them. It's about a 3.5-hour read or something like that. The second prize is a VIP in the room ticket to Be Inspired plus an IATQB varsity jacket plus the books, and then that super duper pooper scooper VIP strategy session for you if you are the winner this week. All right, my darlings, I love you. Make sure if you're not part of the bootcamp to join us at 7:30 on Friday PM for Good Friday, the best Friday, as I share my X Factor masterclass on how to have the X Factor when you're live streaming or when you're speaking in public. And we'll also be premiering the brand new Be Inspired show, which is just fucking amazing. Right, loves. See you later. Have a good one.